Big news, Novo Nordisk is suing Hims. They've had a scuffle and some drama in the last few days, and Novo Nordisk is suing on patent infringement. Now, I get asked about once a week, why don't they sue on patent infringement? And previously I'd said it was because they were scared. If they lose the patent infringement case, they potentially lose the defensibility of the patent. And so it's just higher risk for them, and I think that's why they haven't done it until this point. But things have changed. Novo got a new CEO in the last year, and their stock is tanked down to 2021 levels, which means they're willing to do more high-risk plays. I'm Sabina. I made a tool that helps people compare providers for compounded and name brand. I do content on access. If you've seen my last few videos, Hims has been marketing with same active ingredient. They got a warning letter from the FDA for their marketing, and then they launched a semaglutide pill that continued to say same active ingredient on it. So the FDA is upset. They're likely going to take action against Hims for marketing, although they stopped offering that pill altogether. But that entire situation seems to have led to Novo creating a patent lawsuit. Now, the patent infringement seems to be out of scope of everything related to what the FDA has going on and how it regulates compounding. I'll also mention Novo Nordisk has repeatedly said that compounded semaglutide is different because the manufacturing process is different than the FDA-approved version, that then potentially compounded semaglutide is less safe or different or has a different outcome. But as far as I can tell, the patent litigation doesn't actually care about the manufacturing process. It cares if it is chemically the same. And it's to Hims' disadvantage because they've been saying same active ingredient. Now, what makes Hims unique or different from telehealth that makes them a better target for litigation in this situation, other than they just pissed off Novo Nordisk with their semaglutide pill? They have everything centralized, meaning they have patient intakes that they take on their website. They route people to prescribers. They control the compounding pharmacy and maybe even own some, and they set the pricing and take payment directly. They also brand the product and provide instructions for people on how to take the medication. I will say this is not great. It could set really bad precedent that could harm a lot of telehealths or compounded access. This is particularly true for larger telehealths who have been using similar marketing to Hims and own more of the entire pipeline. But smaller clinics and practices that aren't controlling as much of that are also a lot less likely to take on legal risks. If you're on compounded medication, what does this mean? Should you stock up? This will likely take months. There's no need to stock up. I'm not happy about this. This is not a good sign. And we'll know more on whether or not Novo Nordisk gets an injunction and potentially stops Hims while litigation is going on from producing compounded semaglutide.